because, what is it, remember, life's not about how well you do things, it's about how fast you do them. I'm getting pretty sick of looking at this Toyota beige material on all the pillars, and I want to do something with this car. I want to make it a little bit nicer, a little bit cozier inside. So what I've done here is had to go stitching up a center console cover. I've sewed a couple of little things before this, but that's my first real attempt at actually trimming something. So I bought a heap more material, a bunch more foam, some proper thread, and I've got Mum's sewing machine to use. So I'm going to redo some stuff in this car. The main one I want to do for now, it's still in my skill level, redo the door inserts, retrim all the pillars and stuff, that's super easy. And maybe even redo the little armrests on the doors, which shouldn't be too difficult. It's a good practice if nothing else, and I've got plenty of material, so this is a little side thing. I was just something I wanted to do, and I was like, I may as well film while I'm doing it. It'll probably be a lot of me talking over this video, and a few time lapses and stuff, but something I can do. I got 4 days off, and I'm going to use one of them to make this car a bit nicer to drive since I sit in it every single day. Eventually I will do inserts for the seats and the headliner and stuff once I'm a bit more confident, but for now this is a good place to start.
Okay, so first things first, I haven't actually recorded anything on my computer before with my mic, so apologies if it's terrible, but I'm going to avoid trying to talk over every single clip in this video, hence the strange background music, because I'm also terrible at picking background music. But first thing you seen there was me pulling the trim off, so I can obviously make a template of it, and I only needed to pull off one front and one rear, and then once I had those markings I could obviously just flip them over onto the material to get another copy for the passenger's side. I just listened back to it and it's horrible quality. So anyway, I'm going to do my best to not talk over all of this, but what you can see there is me just starting to mark out the diamond stitching. So I made that little wood template at work. Essentially all that wood template does is give me a bit of a guide once I've made my first measurement. And I think I was doing about 10 centimeters high and 5 centimeters wide, and I did make 3 different sizes, but because I'm doing double diamond stitching, I figured that would be better to go a bit bigger, because obviously once I do the second stitch it's going to shrink the actual diamond quite a bit. But it's obviously now the next day. Also I got up a little bit early so I could mark up the rest of them, because it was pretty late in the last clip. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to talk over too much of this, but this is essentially the way I was doing it, and then I put it onto the foam so I could get a bit of a backing to actually get the proper pleats and stuff in it. Also, if you do want to skip all of the sewing, because the first 10 minutes I think of this video, 10-12 minutes of just sewing, skipped like 12-13 minutes in, and then I started actually trimming stuff. But this was the first time I'd used the sewing machine with the heavier thread, and I wanted to mention it because I think it went well for a little bit. I cut out a few clips of where it wasn't working, because the needle that I had was too small. This was all super new to me, sort of thing, so Mum gave me a hand to try set it up a few times, and it kept getting stuck, and I think I spent the better part of this day basically just trying to fix this machine, and I explain it all a little bit more later on, sort of thing. But it was super frustrating and super tedious while I was filming all of this stuff. It's a bit hard to gauge when it was all being filmed, because I ended up spending a lot longer than I wanted to do doing this. However, I'm just going to let you enjoy the sewing for a little bit if you so desire. But basically, actually, before I go, the concept is, you can see double diamonds. So where I did my marks, I ran the foot either side of it to have a guide, and then to get that double stitched look, I guess, because I think it looks a bit better than the single stitching. Obviously makes my life a lot harder, but oh well. But yeah, enjoy. Also with this clip, this is sort of the first time I think I filmed an actual video rather than a time lapse, because it was all kind of working for me at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I picked up a bit of speed from, I guess, when I first started doing it to now, but yeah, I thought I'd chuck this in there at least so you can sort of see kind of how fast I'm going there. I didn't record later on. I got a fair bit more confident once I sorted the machine out and stuff, sort of thing. But obviously, it's not a race, so. So essentially what I'm doing here is using the factory trim to mark where I need to trim this to, and the slits I need to make and all that sort of thing. I'm still leaving a bit of excess so I don't, fall short and waste the whole thing. But you can see a couple slits, a couple precision marks, and I'm on the right path. So get the marks off later on. But I took it outside. I always prefer to have a bit more room to trim stuff because you kind of have to manhandle it a little bit. I didn't have to film the actual trimming of it, unfortunately, but it's super easy to spray the spray adhesive on there. This is Car Builders. I find it's the best. We use it at work all the time. We've tried pretty much all of them. And as far as rattle cans go, I don't think you get much better than this. However, yeah, I don't know, I guess just get a couple coats on there basically, let it tack up sort of thing, and it's pretty good. We haven't had anything really fail with this yet. There's definitely better stuff out there if you're doing proper trimming, but for stuff like this is more than fine, I would say anyway. Also, yeah, what the fuck, I don't actually know what the fuck I did with the music, to be honest. It's just kind of whatever. Sounded okay, but now I'm listening back to it, 'cause to be honest, I don't actually really watch these. I kind of edit them once and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably kind of alright. I don't want to overdo stuff because I sort of look too much into it, and then I think it sort of ends up being worse if I spend too much time on it. So this is the first one I've really watched back a couple of times because I'm trying to record this. Yeah, I don't know the strange choices that I've made, but yeah, clean up the mess a little bit, and then you will see a bit of explanation, I think. No, you won't actually, that's a lie. So doing the armrests now, these sucked. So I did all my markings way better and did my little overhang and stuff sort of thing, and I thought this design would be kind of cool. I think the design actually is kind of cool, but there was a couple of things that went wrong when I was doing these, so it's not the end of the world. You live and you learn, obviously. I've got a few more to try on. Again, I explain all of this a little bit later on anyway, so I'm sort of preaching to the choir here. But French seams suck is the only thing I'm going to say. I'm not very confident in doing them yet. this is the last little time lapse sort of thing. So this is basically me just reinstalling the door inserts. They're all plastic welded in, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's kind of like a little hollow stud that they melt over, so you can kind of just jam a screw in there like a self-tapper and crank it down. Obviously a bit of glue would go a long way, like Sikaflex sort of thing, but I couldn't really be bothered. And here's me just putting the door card back on. I do this at work constantly, so it felt like a bit of a chore putting my car back together. Hence why later in the video you'll see that I never actually bothered to put it all back together. And even recording this like a week later, I still haven't bothered to do the passenger side or the other armrests. And that's like partly because I'm just being lazy, but it's been flat out at work, and there's been a bunch of stuff happening sort of thing. So yeah, while I'm talking, because I think this is the last clip, basically. No, it's not actually. This is just sort of a bit of rambling now. Enjoy.
So I'm going to interject here for a little bit, because I think this whole video has just been in time lapses and videos and stuff, and I've been doing heaps of sewing and everything. So, yeah, I thought I'd butt in for a sec and explain a bit more of what's going on. So I just pulled all the pillars. So obviously A pillars, B pillars, and then these are little trims that connect the roof liner to the door seal. So I'm just not going to stitch these. I'm just going to make all the templates and stuff out of the suede just to trim them in just a straight black suede so that it doesn't add heaps of thickness. As much as I'd love to diamond stitch them, I think it'd probably be a bit much. But it'll be a lot nicer with black pillars and stuff. My obviously end goal is to do the headliner too. But I'll get a bit more practice before I do that. So what I will do now is mark all of this up. Forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I remembered. So the other thing I was going to say is I spent more time, I think, trying to fix that sewing machine than I did actually sewing, which is annoying. So I started doing all this on Friday. Friday, I think, wasn't it? Thursday. Really? Really?
Maybe this is Thursday night, you just started, and then Friday was actually sewing.
Yeah, I think I made some templates on Thursday night, and then started sewing on Friday, and then that's when I had heaps of issues with the machine. But I got a crash course from YouTube on how to basically pull apart a whole machine. I didn't really film a whole lot of it because it was pissing me off. I ended up spending 6 or 7 hours fixing that over the Friday night. Missed something I was meant to go do, but it's okay. And then same thing Saturday morning, and then took so long on Saturday I ended up missing something else I was going to do. So this morning I went and did that. Today it was a little photo shoot for the black car. But I did do one of the armrests, like the door armrests, quickly, and it was I really like the design, and I spent a fair bit of time stitching it up. That was the last thing you would have seen anyway, but I did spend a fair bit of time stitching it up. But the French seam's a bit ugly, so I got 3 more to practice on. They're a small bit; they don't really use much material, or time really. But I will spend a bit more time try to get the seams a little bit nicer and stuff. And when I actually trim it and glue it to the panel to get the seam a bit straighter, but that's my biggest letdown at the moment, the actual trimming side of stuff. But this should be a pretty easy thing to break it up a little bit. I didn't film pulling these off. I was going to, because the camera was dead, because this camera lasts like an hour at a time pretty much before it dies. But
I just realized I have no idea how to use this software as well, and I think the last few voice recordings I've done, I've randomly deleted bits and pieces of videos, so if it's all out of whack, my apologies. I'm not good at this. But I did want to say quickly, I didn't record an ending for this video or get any more done like I would have wanted to. Work's been a bit ridiculous, and we were down a person this week, so most days I was running a bit late, and had a bunch of other stuff I had to sort of do anyway. So like I said, I didn't actually get around to finishing this as much as I would have liked to. In the next video I'm probably going to get around to it. Actually, maybe not, I don't know. But if you made it this far, I'm sure you're used to my random thought processes anyway, so I'll see you next time, but enjoy the rest of the video.
oh. trying to do this gloss black, but I was like, yeah, for now this will be fine. Because these gloss black probably would look very nice.
There's, yes, no, there is.
I'm now going to speed around putting this all back together. You're going to be amazed.
Oh. Get on the other side?
No, you will. Watch this.
Oh, God.
So we got this pillar. Don't fuck the dash when you're doing it. Straight in. Then you got two of the airbag catches. Pliers in. Pliers in. And then they'll go in. And then we got one of these guys. Which ones are going to be? What do we got? What do we got? Oh no, we'll do them later. Get the other one ready. This. What the fuck's this? Alright. Back door. The seat's really slow. I'm just waiting for the seat to move.
I'll hold it.
Yeah, I should if it's on the catch, so we're gonna feed him through. It's actually not that fast. I thought I was gonna set some sort of speed run here, but into the headliner. Do I have the right side? Yes, I do. In there. Get. What are you stuck on? What have I done? I feel like a rookie. That's my dash camera wiring. There we go. Disregard. I'm just gonna speed this up. Oh fuck! Fuck! Yeah, fuck! What the fuck? Did I? Or was that right? Didn't it go in one way? What the fuck? How do I fuck up this bag? This is not a speed run anymore. What the fuck? I feel like a rookie.
Just cut this out.
Huh?
Just cut this out.
Where do you go? There. There. No. Full fucking rookie moment. Fucking left-handed. There we go. There's no clips on this one. That's all it is. There's no clips. If there was clips, it was easy. But there's no clips, so it's not my fault. Technical. What's the opposite of a penalty? Oh, why are you still fucking... This is going to be the new world record for the longest continuous take shot in a movie. I'm starving. What have I fucking done? What have I done? Nothing, I'm just messing around. Because, what is it? Remember, life's not about how well you do things, it's about how fast you do them. As everybody knows. Someone paid the other side off, is what I'm saying. They were trying to mess with me. Me too. Oh, down here. What the fuck? Oh, there's no C-pills anyway.
I don't know if that's facing anything.
I'm going crazy. Get this one in. Oh, we're done. How long was that?
That was 11 minutes and 30 seconds.
How long?
11 minutes and 30 seconds.
You think I'm a rookie? Alright, let's go.
Done?